What a very eventful day I had. I started it out thinking I was going to go to the zoo with my family and my friend Acario's family. Ended up being really packed. Decided to leave there. Went to another animal attraction. Was there for a little bit. And then we all decided that we were going to go see The Boss Baby 2. Family business. So yes, I did go see The Boss Baby 2 in theaters on the day Black Widow came out. That's right. Here's my thought. The Boss Baby 2 Family Business is a sequel to, I believe the film was made in 2017. I believe it was released in 2017. Sequel to 2017's The Boss Baby, which I did not care for that much. It stars Alec Baldwin, James Marsden, Jeff Goldblum, tons of other great people in this film, and the story follows adult Ted and Tim. I believe that's their names. And so they have to work together to go stop a evil scientist guy from destroying all adults because he wants babies to reign supreme. Alright, so when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, that looks like fun. Seems like something I dig. The Boss Baby, Peter Rabbit, Tom and Jerry, films like that are films that I dig, especially watching with a group of friends, or just like predictable, stupid films that I can just have fun with. So when I saw the trailer for this, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have fun with that. It's a nice continuation of the first one, which personally, I didn't like at all. There were some things that I liked, but like, in general, the story, I just wasn't that big of a fan of. I don't know, I haven't seen it since it first was rentable in 2017, so I rented it in 2017 and then never watched it again. But I remember not liking it very much because of like the story, and it was kind of weird. But it just seemed like it kind of would have been a nice continuation when they're adults and then they have to become babies again, they have their own children. And it seems like it was going to be a nice continuation, so I was pretty excited to go see it. And going to go see it with my friend Acario and his family. It was a real big blast in the theater. So yes, today I'm going to give you my thoughts on The Boss Baby 2 Family Business. Even though I watched it on the day Black Widow came out, if that doesn't matter, you're probably going to check out Black Widow and watching all those. You're probably going to come here to see my opinions on Boss Baby 2 a week late. So here's my thoughts, but before I give you them, I want you to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below. If you decided to go see The Boss Baby 2 because it actually beat the Forever Purge in the box office, if you decide to go see The Boss Baby Part 2, what did you think about it? I'm pretty sure that no one in my comment section except Acario and the people who went with me are probably going to be commenting like, I really like this movie, or if they've seen it, because I don't really know anyone who wants to see it except me. This is kind of just like going day, like we didn't know what was going to happen. So I want to know, if you guys saw it, what did you think of it? It's only got a 46% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's got a 90% on the audience score. So I just want to know, where do you fit in? Are you audience or are you critics? I want to know all that and more. And with that said, here's my thoughts. Boss Baby Part 2, Family Business, is quite an enjoyable film. So, Universal, they dominated the box office. Everyone knows that. They put out Fast 9, which was number 1, which I did go see. Got a review on my channel. Go check it out. But I didn't care for that one much. And then in second place, Boss Baby 2, which I liked. Third place, The Forever Purge. And those, all three are Universal movies. So, every single one of these were Universal properties. So this was like just a Universal weekend. And for the Boss Baby to beat out the Forever Purge, I personally was like, yeah, families are going back to the theater. I wasn't necessarily sure if I was going to go to the theater. I might have just waited until it was free on Peacock. I'm not sure what I was going to do if today didn't happen. But like, so I just was like, you know what, the only movie I want to go see right now is Black Widow, and I ended up going to go see this. So I did pay money to go see this, and I was really entertained. I can see why critics didn't like it. It's just this goofy, stupid film. In fact, you see animated baby butts 3 times in the movie. Yeah, I counted. 3 times. But audience score for the families. People who are on there, putting out their audience score. I believe families can go back to the movies for this film because this was an enjoyable time. Like, I can understand why the critics didn't like it, but I know why the audience liked it. And I think I fit in with the audience on this one, even though I wouldn't go as far as to say is 90%. It's not that good, but it was an enjoyable film. Obviously, positive number one, the cast is stellar here. You got Alec Baldwin as the boss baby. You got James Marsden as Tim. You got Jeff Goldblum in the film. One of the best actors of all time playing the villain. You've got, I don't know, several other people in the film. And they are all doing a great job with the script. And it's not like they're just calling in like, okay, here's my phone lines, here we go. It's like they're there. Jeff Goldblum, I believe, is an actor who, like, will do great with every script he's given. I just think he's a phenomenal actor. I think this movie was not phenomenal, but Jeff Goldblum, certainly the standout here. Like when he first was introduced on screen, my friend Acario goes, hey, is that the guy from Thor Ragnarok? And I'm like, I think it is. So I waited till the credits and I saw, because I looked up the cast before, and like I was just like, cool, Alec Baldwin, James Marsden, neat. But it didn't say anything about Jeff Goldblum, so having Jeff Goldblum in there, I was like, awesome, love Jeff Goldblum. So the cast obviously was great. The story, obviously, it's predictable. I predicted 75% of the story, but it did throw some curveballs. Obviously, I was like, okay, they mentioned a pageant, and I was like, alright, that's the ending of the movie, and sure enough, it was. But I didn't predict everything. It's predictable at times, yes, but I didn't predict every single plot twist that was going to happen. Like, I was pretty surprised. There's multiple times where I was like, that's going to happen, and it didn't happen. And so, for an animated film, there's films. DreamWorks has amazing films. The Boss Baby films seem kind of like films that will be like, those are trash. Like, they're just throwaway movies that no one cares about. I expected to go into this, like, trashing the writing. Alright, writing was stupid. I predicted every single thing. They didn't even try with writing. And stupid as this might sound, the writing here was not terrible. I didn't predict a lot of things. This was one of the better scripted, stupid animated movies that I've ever seen. Obviously, you shouldn't have wrote in 3 butt pics in the film. You shouldn't have done that. But you wrote a compelling story. Obviously, it wasn't the most compelling animated story we have this year. We have Raya and the Last Dragon, Mitchell's vs. Machines, Luca. And those are all much more compelling than this one. And I'll get to that in a moment. But it has a compelling story, and it was written not expertly, but it was written very entertainingly. I was really entertained watching this film because it's not like poop jokes. Some of the jokes land. I laughed a lot. The jokes probably on the more predictable side, but like with my friend Acario, like we were there laughing our butts off. This was absolutely hilarious. There's a hilarious scene with a fish and then the girl singing, and it's supposed to go emotional. I'll touch on that in a minute as well. But like I was just dying laughing on that scene with the fish. Like it was really funny. There's several good jokes. Now, obviously, I didn't go into the theater like bursting laughing every stupid joke. A lot of the jokes I was like, yeah, that's dumb. But there's several great jokes there too. And something I have to touch on is the emotions. And the thing is, this film feels like it's trying to try to be a Pixar film. Pixar films like Soul with so much emotion, it's trying to do that. It's trying to be like, oh, the whole story was a boo-hoo story about the 2 brothers trying to get back together, and there's so many pieces that should be emotional. No. Films like Luca, and obviously it's not fair comparing the Boss Baby 2, Family Business, to Luca, which is a lot better made film. But Luca has emotions between these 2 people. One has problems. They promise to stick together, and the one wants to go to school and all that. Here, it kind of does the same thing where they both drifted apart, but it's like, Alright, get on with the stupidness. Like, this isn't a Pixar film. I don't come here to bawl my eyes out and, like, in films where it's trying to pull my emotions, it normally works. And this film didn't work. Like, none of the emotional scenes worked. I was just like I said, just get to the good stuff. And unfortunately, even though I didn't despise the comedy and the emotions mixed together, it just wasn't a good idea to try to make this film a Pixar film. Another negative was its entertainment factor. The film kind of goes like, it can only keep you entertained for so long doing the same stuff. Like, the end battle, it's kind of dragged on forever. It didn't need to be that long. Some jokes dragged on forever. Obviously, like I said, the script was a pretty good script. Not gonna lie. But it wasn't a fantastic script, so things go on forever. It's just, certain times I felt bored during this film because it's like The Boss Baby. It's not something that you're here to love. So I just felt bored at times during this film, but obviously, The Boss Baby 2, Family Business, was a film I really enjoyed. I enjoyed several aspects of it, especially going to the theater with some friends. This was a blast. I had just a lot of fun sitting in a theater to see The Boss Baby 2. Now, obviously, Black Widow's out. I do not recommend you go see this movie in theaters. Sorry, people, if, like, the people who made this film is watching this, but, like, wait till it's free on Peacock if you, like... Now, sure, if you have a family and you want to go see a family film, see this one. I recommend it. But, like, Black Widow's out. And if you're like me and you only go to the theater ever so often, go see Black Widow. I wish I did. Obviously, we were with some friends. My dad wasn't there and he wants to see Black Widow, so we would have not gone to go see Black Widow. But, like, yeah. Go see Black Widow. It's one of the biggest movies of the year. But, like, if you have Peacock, check this film out. It is really entertaining, and I really enjoyed a lot of it. Sure, it's not perfect, but I do have trouble pointing my finger on some negatives. Like, I just had to edit out something because I was sitting here trying to think of what I was going to say earlier, because the negatives were so overshadowed by how entertaining I found this film to be. I was really entertained, and I think you and your family will be entertained too. Obviously, if you're an adult, you're probably not going to like it. It's, like, has a lot of poopy fart jokes and stuff. But, like, it also has some really solid jokes. Has some pretty decent emotions, even though it tries too hard to be a Pixar film. And I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give The Boss Baby Family Business, surprisingly, a B+, a 7.5 out of 10, and 3.5 stars. This was a really, really, really enjoyable film. Obviously, had some problems, but still, problems were kind of forgettable. This is like a movie that if you have a rough day, you're all stressed out, you just want to go see it to sit back, relax, eat some popcorn, and enjoy The Boss Baby 2. Now, obviously, like I said, not a film for everyone. But if you have little kids, or if you have any kids, you'll probably enjoy this film. I sure did. But anyways, that was my thoughts for Boss Baby 2. I want you guys to comment down below, what did you think of Boss Baby 2 if you went to go see it. Like I said, not surprised if you didn't. Didn't have a big box office opening, but, you know, some little kids and their families went to go see this film. So if you're an adult and you're watching this, or even if you're a kid and you went to go see it, comment down below, what did you think of The Boss Baby 2 Family Business? Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, and comment down below, like I just said. Still gotta see the Tomorrow War, Black Widow, Loki Episode 5 review, probably coming this weekend. So, not gonna rank DreamWorks, because I haven't seen them all, but yeah. So anyways, do all that. Stay tuned for all these reviews. Probably maybe I'll try to watch the Tomorrow War this weekend. I started watching it, but then my Roku was being an idiot and kept freezing up. So I couldn't watch it. And then it wouldn't even let me on Amazon. And my smart TV, like I said before, is stupid and it wouldn't work. So anyways, yeah. I have a lot of problems, but I'm still going to try to watch the Tomorrow War this weekend. So stay tuned for Tomorrow War review, Loki review, Black Widow review whenever I see it. And obviously, this has been a Zachary Movie Chat production. Comment down below, what did you think of The Boss Baby 2? And with that said, make sure to subscribe to join the Nerd Army. Peace out.